Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. And we are going to talk about SmackDown, September 22nd, 2023. And we are in Phoenix, Arizona, just down the road from Flagstaff. Michael Cole, Kevin Patrick, and Corey Graves on commentary. What a week, ladies and gentlemen. Me and my brother were supposed to go to the show, but something happened. You know, I've talked about it before, and we laid my grandfather to rest. You know, R.I.P. Che, I love you. You know, it was very hard, very emotional. So, you know, after everything, after the reception and the funeral itself, to burying him and everything like that, I needed a distraction, and I got one with this show. We started off with John Cena coming out, and he says, you know, he wants to take on the Bloodline and stuff like that, but he needs a phenomenal, quote-unquote, partner, and that's AJ Styles. AJ Styles comes out, and he's just like, you and me, John, you know, and it just basically seals the deal. They're like, at Fastlane, when I tried to call, but I got kind of swerved in the end, AJ Styles and Cena taking on the Bloodline at Fastlane. Will it happen? Question marks. Bloodline comes out. They come in. They're like, yeah, whatever. And I want to know Jimmy's place here because he's crossing a lot of boundaries in line, especially with Paul Heyman tonight. Cena and AJ go backstage. They tell Adam, like, hey, we want this match. We want this match right now. And we want it at Fastlane. You know, this is what has to happen. And Adam's like, it's complicated when it comes to the Bloodline. I got to go talk to Paul Heyman. They're like, talk to Paul Heyman. Aren't you the boss? You know, and he goes, I got to talk to Paul Heyman. Next up, the first match of the night is Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. They're going to face each other for that United States Championship next week, but they're going to face the Street Profits tonight with Bobby Lashley on the outside. Not what I expected. Rey and Santos got the win because, I don't know, the finish of this match was very interesting. When Bobby picked up Rey and slammed him on the side of the ring, and then he looks at him and says, hey, you know, tells him, hey, you know, do it. Come on. You know, I gave you this opportunity, Angelo. And Angelo's like, you know, basically fumbling the ball, causing a loss to Rey and Santos for the LWO. You know, they celebrate Zelina Vega. Bobby's not happy. I'm like, why are we already showing cracks in this team? We shouldn't be showing cracks. They should be dominant. I understand with Rey and Santos, they got a big match next week. You know, you want both of them to be on top and not have a loss. But no, I feel like in some dirty way, they should have got the win here, the Street Profits. And now that we're seeing cracks in this already formed team that we haven't got the full capability of actually seeing what they can do, we're seeing cracks now because I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, I wanted the Street Profits to win this one. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Something else happens later on. Austin Theory comes out. Well, they did a package for The Rock. You know, he showed up last week. Big moment. Pat McAfee, Austin Theory in the ring and everything like that. Rock layeth the smacketh down on Mr. Theory. But after they showed that package, Austin Theory's yelling. The announcers, especially Michael Cole. And Michael Cole's like, what the hell are you yelling at us about? It was some great stuff, man. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn had a little package and talk about the curse of the Women's Tag Team Championships. I like that WWE is running with that. I like the fact that they look at the internet and they're like, hey, how can we use that? And using Fire and Dawn as being the ones that are all the mystical, like voodoo, all this and that, they're causing the curse so they can get their championships back. That's pretty smart upon itself, you know. Then Adams with Austin backstage and the Brawling Brute show up. Then Waller shows up and it sets up a big tag team match for tonight. A really good tag team match. We'll get to that soon. But yeah, the Brawling Brutes, they're here to fight. Now this one. The Street Profits backstage. Bobby's pissed. He wants it all back. He wants the suits. He wants the underwear. He wants the Gucci. He wants it all back. He says, you guys can go sit in catering if I have to find somebody else that wants opportunities, then I'm giving you an opportunity. You're not taking it. Street Profits just left there all sad and mopey, like, I don't want to get back my shit. Yeah. But I'm like, why are we already showing cracks in this team? That's the biggest thing right there. Right here, we have the WWE Women's Championship. Oh, wait, sorry. Paul Heyman and Adam were backstage. You know, it was real quick, real like back and forth. You can't hear what they're saying, but, you know, something's a brewing. Something's a brewing. Now we got the WWE, almost said AEW, WWE Women's Championship. Asuka versus Io Sky, dream match. And I was like, why is this not the main event? And then I thought of it from a booking standpoint. Here, in the middle of the show, you can give them as much time as they need. You know, they can have enough time to do what they need to do to tell a great story in that ring. And this is one of my favorite matches of tonight. Asuka versus Io Sky. I've been waiting for this ever since it was teased and ever since we finally got it. I feel like it should be on a pay-per-view. That's just me. You know, no commercials, no nothing. I wanted this to be on pay-per-view, but to have a match of this caliber be awesome. Damage control's out there. Really not until the end. Till Bayley, helped get Io's foot on the rope. Then Charlotte, then the distraction a little bit. And I was like, man, see, this is why I want this, at a pay-per-view. I want one-on-one, no outside interference. Let these two women just destroy each other, and let's see who's the champ on top. But Io Sky retains the championship, celebrated with Damage Control. But what does this mean with Asuka and Charlotte? Because Charlotte was the one that hit Bayley. Asuka saw Charlotte, got distracted, and then Io got the win. So we've got some more stories there with Charlotte, because she was out there the entire time ringside, and that's why I really like this match. There was nothing there until the very end, which I could be happy about. It wasn't constant distractions. It was let these ladies wrestle, then we'll have the finish be the finish. So can't really get too mad, but this was a really, really great match. Solo, Jimmy, Paul, they're with Adam backstage. And he brings out the contract. He goes, hey, this is that fast lane, blah, blah. He's like, the match. And Paul's like, yeah, I told you can get the match. But not tonight. And it's going to be a fast lane. And Jimmy takes over. And Paul's like, well, and then he's like, hey, we got this. And Jimmy's like, yeah, we got it. We got it, Oos. And then Paul's like, whoa. Where'd you get the authorization? Who are you, Jimmy? And I like that Jimmy's being a little bit of a loose cannon here. And we see something that happens at the end that made me scratch my chinny chin and go Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy. Rehab montage. Awesome. Made me laugh so hard I watched it twice. I had to rewind it, man. Pretty Deadly's awesome. This is all for his shoulder and everything like that, but they're doing everything, reflexes on the knee, throwing the ball and stuff like that. This was one of my favorite things of the night. Made me laugh so hard. I had to watch it twice. I probably will watch it again if it's on the WWE YouTube channel. Now, the Brawling Brutes versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Woo. Second favorite match of the night. I was just like, damn, this was awesome. They brought it on this match. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in this match have shown me they can be a team. And that finish with Grayson, then all went A-Town down, I was like, damn, that is awesome. I feel like we can do something now with Grayson Waller, because they had some really great chemistry. And the Brawling Brutes is the Brawling Brutes. And Butch has got a lot going on in NXT next week. With Joe Coffey, so a lot of stuff's going on, but this was the second favorite match of the night. First was Asuka and Io Sky in this match right here. Awesome. I definitely really want to see it again. And now we get to the contract signing. John Cena comes out, and he's waiting for AJ Styles. He automatically signs the paper, but guess what? The Bloodline, Jimmy and Solo beat down AJ backstage. Very dramatic effect. Freaking Solo's 15 feet high, and he crashes down. You couldn't see where he crashed down. I think it was all just for visual and just oh my God, he killed AJ, and AJ's down and out. What does that mean? AJ's done. And then my favorite part, a couple favorite parts of this is Solo and Jimmy are walking off, and the paramedics and referees, Adam, Cena, they're all trying to get AJ. And Solo's walking out. there's a table there. It looks like with cleaning supplies. He just flips the table. And I was like, he's like, fuck those cleaning supplies. I don't know why I thought that was so funny, because follow up with that, when Paul's going in the ring, they come to the ring, and freaking Solo is just taking out all of the furniture. He's like throwing the tables. He's like, fuck off his supplies. Fuck off his furniture. He's like, he's just throwing it. It all started with that table of cleaning stuff. He's like, I was just like, this man is a loose cannon. He's on the loose. But then Cena comes out. They put the beat down to Cena with Paul just talking and everything like that. And Jimmy automatically signs the contract and gives the thing to Solo to sign. And Solo signs it. And right here now, Jimmy put up his finger, because we the ones. And I was like, what is Solo going to do? Solo did the same thing. Looking back at Paul, defining Paul, and be like, hey, it's my brother and we the ones. So we're seeing some cracks and tension now with Paul Heyman. He could go and grab his phone and be like, call Roman Reigns all he wants. What if Roman's like taking a shit? And, I think I've said this before, but he's just like, God damn it, or he's cooking some scrambled eggs or something like that, or he's sitting on the beach and he's like, God damn it, Paul. Do you know that I'm on vacation here, my guy? And he's like, I'm sorry, my tribal chief. I'm so sorry. Finish those scrambled eggs. I'm so sorry, my tribal chief. So, big night. I honestly give this show a 5 out of 5. I had a lot of fun from top to bottom. Like I said, we're building the fast lane now. We got, what do we have this weekend? We have No Mercy and Wrestle Dream, and we got Fastlane the next week. So we got a lot of wrestling going on, and I'm all for it. Bring it on. And I wanted to speak on this at the start of the show, but it was kind of a downer, so I'll talk about it now. WWE releases Shelton Benjamin, Mustafa Ali, Elias, Top Dollar, Emma, Mace, Rick Boogs, just to name a few, and naming the big one of the group. Well, two of the big ones. We'll start with the first one. Dolph Ziggler. Oh, my goodness, Dolph. You've contributed so much to WWE. I feel like this man should have been the level of Shawn Michaels. I know he was in all our eyes, but he should have been like the top tier God mode Dolph Ziggler, champ. He is a fantastic wrestler. He was one of those ones. He is a showstopper. When he gets in that match, they bring him in to enhance some fellas and stuff like that. But I hope he finds some new fame outside of the WWE and go to New Japan. Maybe get some matches that we've all been like the dream match. Maybe he shows up at Wrestle Dream. Now someone showed the meme of like the dude rubbing his hands on the tree, and it's just Tony Khan like, oh, I haven't had any WWE talent show up on my show yet, but at Wrestle Dream, this could happen. It might be Dolph Ziggler. 19 years in the company, I believe that's what it said, and Cena showed some love, Rock showed, everyone showed some love. And it's just like, if all this love's here, where was it before? Because Dolph is a main event, top-tier contender. And now I'm thinking of all the possibilities of who he can wrestle with. Willow Spray, Bryan Danielson, outside, going balls to the wall with these guys. Zack Saber Jr. I think Dolph is going to find a lot of fame outside the WWE. And at some certain point, they're going to be like, hey, we're real sorry. Come back. Next up, Matt Riddle. Had a lot of things going on about this airport, him being touched, and this and that, and now he's out of the WWE. He was released. And, so that was a big shocker because they had something going on with him. But the thing is, with Matt, they never really fully, they gave him the opportunity against Roman last year. And I thought that was cool. But then, he just kind of floated. Then he got with Randy. That was some really fun stuff and stuff like that. But never really got the rocket to go to the moon or anything like that. So I'm surprised by Matt Riddle, but a lot of things could be going on that we don't know. So, everyone, Shelton Benjamin, everyone, good luck to your future endeavors. I hope you find some fame, because what's crazy is now when you're out, there's still opportunities out there for these talents and stuff like that. Go make your opportunities, then show the WWE, fuck you, look at me, I'm a star. Dana Brooke too. is out. So, you know, a lot of trimming, and that's because of this merger, UFC and WWE into this company, TKO. So there's probably going to be more to come, sadly. I hate when people lose their jobs, but this is what happens when this sort of thing happens. So tell me what you thought of the show, SmackDown. Tell me what you thought of the WWE releases. Who do you want to see Dolph Ziggler face on the outside, on the indies, AEW, Impact, you know, Ring of Honor? All these things are open. So who would you like to see Dolph? Or would you like Dolph just to go do his comedy thing? You know, either or. Like, the man is very talented. Now, that's it. That's all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. And go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast and get yourself that sweet NWP logo. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
First time ever in one-on-one competition, the enigmatic Oscar looks to dethrone the genius of the Sky, Io Sky, in a much-anticipated showdown